When I first came to the Ahihi Kinaʻu Natural Area Reserve, I started meeting a lot of visitors who didn't know where they were and didn't know what a natural area reserve is. In addition to that, when we asked them, and myself and my volunteers and staff said, "So how did you get your information?" Almost everyone said, "The guy who works at the hotel, my concierge, the guy at the gas station, at the restaurant, at the dive store." So the information about the area is getting out to people through others in the community. And then of course they would hold up guidebooks, some of which don't have a lot of accurate information in them. We started understanding that people don't really come to the natural area reserve because it is a natural area reserve. They come because they want to do one thing. In fact, they come to the entire shoreline for whatever activity they're interested in. It made us realize that we really have to reach outside our borders and work with our partners to share the information with the public in a way that's accurate and coming from the source of the folks taking care of the land, so that they have a complete picture and they're prepared before they come. And that's our big challenge, because the moku, this moku of Maui, this is Honua'ula. We estimate in the reserve alone we get about 1,200 people each day. About 300 people will enter the water right behind us, and at this other little cove, another 200 people each day. About 500 people come into Ahihi Bay each day. And so if we can reach them before they come, so that they have the right skin protection and sunblock instead of sunscreen, they don't bring a drone, or they don't come expecting to walk their dog and play ball. They come to enjoy the natural area reserve, or swim or surf, which are recreational things, but it's about seeing this environment and understanding why this piece of Hawaii is special. So to do that, we realized we had to make a map that people could hold in their hands, they could share with each other. McKenna State Park behind us, behind me, is one small portion. And one other piece of trying to share this map with everyone is when they hear that they can't fish here in the reserve, or they can't bring their dog here, or fly their drone here, people get upset. They say, "Wait, isn't all of the coastline in Hawaii open to everything?" And that's actually not true. So we're just trying to educate folks on the fact that with so many people coming to this region of Maui, probably in the stretch of the map, probably we're looking at about 8,000 to 10,000 people each day come to this tiny portion of Maui. We try to help people understand the collective impact that we all have, and that's going to keep growing. We're not asking more people to come, but they will keep coming. And in order to protect this place, we've got to get people on the same message and on the same page with us about how to take care of it. The map area pretty much begins at the end of Wailea and some of the popular spots there. On the map, we've got 16 site locations pinpointed that people are always asking us, where is this place? We thought we were at X, Y, and Z. It goes from there through the reserve and then ends in Keoneoio or La Perouse Bay. So this map will be our chief outreach tool to reach people before they come. And our big dream is that people in the community who are residents will use it to teach the visitors they work with. On Maui, almost everybody in one way or another encounters visitors and gives them advice, even if they're not in the visitor industry, so to speak. So we have a grant from Hawaii Tourism Authority to help print us this first run. We're planning on printing about 30,000, and a number of those will be laminated, and those will be given to dive stores, hotel concierges, restaurants. We're going to work our way back through Kihei, Wailea, and McKenna through this whole corridor and give these to businesses so they can use these for their staff training. Ideally, we hope that people look at this map and realize that the reserve is less than 2.5% of Maui's entire coastline. We wish it was more, but it's a small price and a small piece to say we want this to stay Hawaii, we want this to stay natural. It's the the only natural area reserve in the state of Hawaii that includes the ocean. And so it's important to protect that, but for people to understand how they can come and see it. Many signs in the reserve, many old signs, tell you what portions are closed. And what people don't realize is that 1 mile, 1/3 of the reserve, has always been open. From the reserve entrance behind me to this portion, all of Ahihi Bay has always been open. It's the most diverse reef in the entire reserve. People have favorite spots that they visited long ago, and those have been ruined by too many people going there. That's why portions of the reserve are closed now, to let those recover. But this reserve piece has always been open. I should tell you that this took some effort to collect all of the opinions from, and we should thank that the folks from the Na'alahele Trail crew reviewed it, the folks from DLNR's Law Enforcement Division reviewed it, state parks, Maui County Parks, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, our own advisory group, our Citizens Advisory Group for the reserve reviewed it, including some kupuna. And one unique thing you'll see on the map, when people start using it, they may look at it and say, I don't know where that is, I know it by nickname X. Only traditional names have been used on this map because it's our responsibility to perpetuate those names which have historic value and can teach us about the land. So it will be disappointing to some people who want to find the place they know of under a certain nickname. But nicknames change over time. I've been on Maui almost 30 years and I've heard the nicknames come and go. On this map we're using the traditional names that were placed here by some very wise folks for a reason.